This is my channel, Holly Lovegrove Beauty. If you are not new here, again, my name is Holly Lovegrove. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, and there's reasons for it, I promise. Anyways, today we're gonna be doing this look using new products. So if you are into that sort of thing, stay tuned. Let's do it. So I already have my foundation and concealer and powder and my ginormous brows. I feel like every single day I do my brows, they get bigger and bigger. So I have a bunch of makeup that I've bought over the last couple of months that I was intending to try out with you guys. And some things have been going on in my life. Right now is still not the time that I want to talk about it, but sooner than later, I promise you. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into this. So this is the Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Soph X palette. I think that's how you say it. There are 24 eyeshadows in here. I believe it is, I don't want to say a price. It's less than $20. I think the colors are beautiful. I actually saw it on Instagram, which is why I picked it up. So we're gonna be doing a look with this today. So since I already have my eyelids primed, we're gonna start with this white shade right here. I kind of have my camera at a different angle as well, so if it's weird, I'm sorry. So the shades are labeled on these things. I hate these things, so I'll try to follow along the best I can. The white shade is called Penguin. Okay, so I'm just gonna use that to set this eyeshadow primer. So then for our crease shade, which is, oh, I hate these things, Cloudberry, right? Cloudberry, yeah. Cloudberry. And I'm just gonna pick some of that up on my brush and take it into the crease. I'm hoping that this palette works as good as it looks, because that will be exciting. All right, so not bad for a transition shade. All right. So then I'm gonna go in with that next shade right here, which is called Pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin, orange hoodie, which I don't really think looks like an orange, but we're gonna, maybe a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna use the same brush and just take that on the outer part of my crease. So you're gonna focus your brush where you want the biggest deposit of color, which I want on the outer part of my crease. So I'm gonna start my brush there first, and then I'm gonna slowly just bring that in. I should probably be using a smaller brush for this, but hey, it's all good. All right, not too bad so far. And then I'm just making sure there aren't any lines between the two colors. I have like a big mirror in front of me and then a little one in my hand. So if you're like, hey, why is she blending this without looking in a mirror? That's why I'm just going back and forth here. Then I'm gonna go in, this is a little Morphe brush. There's not a number on it, so I don't know. I'm gonna go in with this shade down here, which is called Strawberry Sweets. And we're gonna pick some of that up. This does have a little bit of fallout. And then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put a little in my crease here, and I'm gonna make a V shape down onto my lid. Right, so I'm just adding that to my crease and then down into a V shape. And then this one as well. And then I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit and kind of soften up the V shape. My hair would get back out of my face. All right, then I'm gonna use that same brush. I feel like the colors are like all merging together. I don't know why, but I feel like it all kind of is just starting to look like the same color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of that black shade, which is called Nightmare, and I'm gonna use it to add some depth, not so much like black, just some depth to the look. So I'm gonna apply it the same way that we applied that strawberry sweets color, in about the same spots. And then I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush and just blend it out and hope that it gives this a little bit of definition and depth. A little bit. I think it can use a little bit more. Okay. Not gonna lie. I do not like this. Like, I do not like it at all. I feel like even with the black, it's all starting to look like the same color. Let me work on this eye a little bit and then we'll try to come back together and do something else with it. This has taken me like 45 minutes. I stopped the camera to try to build this up. I don't know if you guys can like see, this is so patchy. It is, I have tried to do everything by mixing those same colors that I used. It looks a lot darker than I wanted it to look. So we're just gonna go on with the rest of it and I guess hope and cross our fingers that it's gonna look better as we go. I don't know. I have blended this as much as I could. I thought about washing it off, but I mean, I've used eyeshadow primer like I normally do. I've done everything and it's just not, it's not cooperating. So I'm gonna go in with this purple shade right here with a clean brush and put some of that on our lid that doesn't have any color. Actually, I touched a little bit on there and it's not good. All right, this is new from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Lilac. Okay, so first video back in a while and it's not going as planned. All right, let me open this. So I know that these are out because of Halloween. Okay, so it says multi-stick, so it can be for whatever. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. I know I put that shadow down first, and I'm gonna put that on the part of the lid where we didn't have any shadow originally. And then again over here. So again, this is in the shade Lilac. There is like a huge array of colors of these. I know that they're out because it's getting close to Halloween. So now I'm gonna go back into that purple and I'm just gonna layer some of that on top and hope that it shows up a little more. Still really not as shimmery as I had hoped. This eyeshadow look is just not doing it. It's just not doing anything that I want it to do. Struggle is real. I almost feel like I would have just been better keeping like the multi-stick down. See, it's so inconsistent. Like this eye I feel like looks better than this one. I don't know. It's definitely a weird formulated palette. I feel like the shades are very inconsistent. I feel like sometimes they're blending patchy, sometimes they're not. I do think the more that I build this purple up though, it does look better. All right. So I'm gonna go in, this is a Royal and Lane nickel brush. They call it a smoky eye brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this brown here. And then I'm just gonna kind kind of fuse where we added that purple and where the shadow was, just so that there's not a harsh line, I guess. All right, so the purple doesn't look bad now that, since I used the Wet n Wild multi-stick, but still not my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some of this black shadow here, the Nightmare shade, and a small little brush, and I'm gonna add some of that to the waterline down here. I feel like my eyes look messy. I feel like my eyes look messy. I feel like there's a shit ton of fallout on my face. All right, then I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and just smoke this out a little bit. For a little inner corner highlight, I'm gonna take this gold shade here, which would be Sparks Fly. It's this one right here. See if this can... No. I'm sorry, Makeup Revolution. I mean, there's a little shimmer there, but I really like my inner corners to glow. So when I do highlighter, I think that we'll just add some of that to the inner corner. All right, I am gonna take some of that white shade, the Penguin is what it's called, yep, and a clean brush, and I'm gonna just go up here by the brow bone and just get rid of any harsh blending lines, since I had to go into the colors so many times. I feel like this palette looked so beautiful, and it's not working how I wanted at all. I do think that the purple looks pretty though, that we use the multi-stick for. So maybe the shimmers are gonna be good if you have a base underneath. I feel like that's a little bit of a hassle, but got to do what we got to do. Okay, so I'm going to clean up this fallout, and then we'll work on the rest of our face. So we'll be right back. So I cleaned up the fallout and I put on some liner and mascara. I have not put on false lashes yet. I'm going to talk about false lashes in a minute, but I want to move on with the rest of our face. So for contour, I picked up a new Wet n Wild bronzer. It says limited edition on it. It does kind of have like a dragon. It says Queensland. Queensland is the name of this. So we're going to use this for contour and see how well it does. So let me pop this sucker open. Okay, so it's not as dark as I like my contour to be. I feel like this is one of those tutorials where everything just that can go wrong is gonna go wrong. So I'm just gonna blend this out. This is my like big welcome back to YouTube. Let's use all these products that want you to fail. All right. So, I mean, I don't think that the formula of it is bad. I just feel like it's not as dark as I would like it to be. So I'm just gonna build it up a little bit more just to kind of warm up my skin some. And I think we'll be fine. I've been using this really dark bronzer for contouring from Bliss, and I literally barely have to tap my brush into it. So I think that maybe that's why I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? All right, then I'm gonna take this little brush from Tarte to contour the sides of my nose here. I feel like the angle of this video is not gonna be good. Cut me some slack, guys. I'm trying to get my life together. All right, so I mean, it's okay. I do like my skin to look a little more warm than that, but overall, not too bad. And it's like less than $5, I think, so not too bad. All right, so I have a new Wet n Wild blush too. I feel like this is the Wet n Wild show right now. All right, so this is in the shade Dare to Soar. It's a baked blush, which I don't typically like baked products, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. With the way that this tutorial is going, I would not be surprised if I don't like it. Actually, wait a minute. The only reason that I don't really like baked products is because I feel like you really have to dig in to get it to come out, but I barely tapped that and it looks amazing. And I have been super into blush lately, like so into blush. I used to really not care about it, but oh, I've been so into it. And that is so pretty. And it has a little bit of shine to it, which who is not into shine? Nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I do like it. All right, so for highlighter, I'm gonna do a couple of things. So this is not a new product at all. I actually purchased this several months ago and just whipped it open yesterday. This is the Anastasia Liquid Glow. This is in the shade Bronzed. So I used this yesterday for the first time. So what I did was I took a little bit on my finger. My hands are black because I self-tanned. I did scrub my hands after, and they still look dark. So I'm gonna just apply this like so. And dab it. And then some down my nose, and then again, dab that. Like all the normal highlighty spots. And I'm just using my finger and dabbing that out. So if that is enough glow for you, which I think that this looks super beautiful just by itself, but yesterday after I used this and I blended it out, I used a highlighter over top of it. So I'm gonna do the same thing today, but I'm gonna use a highlighter that I haven't used yet so that we can use new things together. So I'm going to just dab this out. I'm still loving my short hair, by the way. I'm so into it. I get compliments on it all the time. I'm happy with my decision. And I'm so happy to have purple back in my hair. I know it's not all the way purple, but so happy to have some purple in my hair. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit more on my Cupid's bow just because there's still some on my finger, and let no highlighter go to waste. And then down my nose and on the tip. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this small brush here. It's a Wet n Wild brush. This is Wet n Wild everything. It's not sponsored by Wet n Wild, but Wet n Wild, you can sponsor it anytime. All right, this is the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter Powder in the shade Written in the Stars. So I have not used this, but I have like cracked it open and like swatched a little bit on my hand. So not gonna lie, it looks like a little bit chunky glitterish, which I'm not a super huge fan of. In a highlighter, I would rather it just be glowy rather than like glittery, chunky, glowy, but we're just gonna use it anyway. I mean, it looks glowy and pretty. I feel like this would be like a good body highlighter. Maybe not so much for the face since I'm not super into like the big chunky glitter, but I mean, overall, it's all good. Yeah, I think super good on the body. Like maybe the collarbone area, it'd be super pretty. Let's just, yes, see? Pretty! Wet n Wild does not disappoint on, I feel like overall Wet n Wild never disappoints, but especially when it comes to highlighters and blush, they kill it every single time. All right, so for lipstick, Maybelline released new Super Stay Matte Ink lipsticks. These are my favorite lipsticks of all time, if you did not know that. And I picked some of them up. So this one's in the shade Self Starter. So we're gonna use this one. This is a NYX eyeliner pencil in the shade Alluring. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this. I don't know if I've not ever used this before or what, but it's like not wanting to go. And I had to sharpen it, but it looked like it was just like down in, like it never poked the top. That probably wasn't the right word to say. All right, then the Maybelline lipstick. I'm so excited about this. Everything has been a disappointment so far, so I'm hoping that this is not. Oh, and it's like a corally. Yes. Love it. All right, I am gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna go back in to this highlighter and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. This is a clean brush, by the way, in my inner corner, and then a little more on my Cupid's bow since I have a lipstick on now, or a lot on my Cupid's bow. Not too bad. For lashes, I'm not gonna put them on camera, but I am gonna talk about the lashes because I got sent them in the mail, PR. So this is from, this is from When, I'm confused if it's Wing Lash Bar, Wink Lash Bar. It's WINQ Lash Bar. So the lashes inside of here are my ex is coconuts. So those are the lashes that they sent me. They look like so. So I'm gonna pop these on and we will be right back for saying our goodbyes. Be right back. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed it. I feel like overall, maybe now that I have lashes on, or maybe it's the highlighter, I don't know. I feel like it looks more put together than what it did. Oh, the palette was a struggle for real. Like, legit struggle. I don't know. I am gonna say I don't recommend the palette. Like I don't recommend the palette at all. The blush, thumbs up. Wet n Wild, you killed it. The bronzer, it's good. I just had to go in a few times. I feel like for lighter skin tones than mine, it would be perfect, even though it does look super dark. The Wet n Wild multi-stick, love it. The highlighter, it's cool. I feel like, again, it would be great for a body highlighter rather than like a face highlighter, but it doesn't look too bad on the face. It's just a little chunkier than I like. The lashes, I love. Wink Lash Bar or WinQ Lash Bar. I think it's Wink. I don't know. I feel terrible. I will link them below. Thank you for the lashes. They are cruelty-free as well. I want to throw that out there. The lipstick, yes, yes, and yes, some more. Thank you, Maybelline, for coming out with more shades of my favorite lipstick. Anastasia Liquid Glow, even though it's not new at all. Absolutely freaking love this. I'm obsessed with it. Like, where have I been? Why did I wait so long? love this. Sorry guys that there's no backdrop. You're just seeing in my office around. I'm working on changing some things up. Again, lots of stuff going on in life that I don't want to address right now on social media. Lots of changes, lots of different things going on. More than one thing at a time. So there will be a time and a place and a video where I kind of update you guys on all of that. This is not the time, place, or video for that. So just keep myself, my family in your prayers. And that's all I want to say about that right now. Okay. I am going to try to be more consistent. I'm sorry that I've sucked. I'm sorry that it has been months and months without a video, or like 2 months with one video. I'm going to try really hard for that not to happen again. I'm going to do my very best. So I love you guys very much. If you are not subscribed and you like inconsistent YouTubers, this is the perfect channel for you. But I appreciate all of you. Make sure if you liked this video to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below so I can chat back with you. Stay beautiful, be nice to one another, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye!